Hi, welcome back to Knit for Brains podcast. I'm Laura Brady.
I'm Karen Miller.
This is our knitting, crocheting, sewing, whatever type of craft we're working on. This is episode 117. Almost forgot that. We are located in Bradley, Illinois, which is 60 miles south of Chicago. You can find us on Ravelry, Facebook, Instagram. You can also find my shop on Etsy, Knit for Brains Designs. Karen?
You can find me on Ravelry and on Instagram as Loopy Stitcher, Lupy Stitcher, all one word. And then my designs you can find on Ravelry as Loopy Stitcher's Designs.
Alrighty, let's get it out of the way. You want to talk about this crazy Illinois weather?
Holy cow.
Okay, if you guys...
Humid.
You guys can probably hear. I'm very flared up right now. I wasn't even sure as of Friday if I was going to be podcasting or not. So we might end up pausing a couple times just so I can sneeze and cough and not like totally blast you guys. It's gotten better, but we've had a lot of up and down, a lot of rain, very high pollen counts. Mm-hmm. And I had a sick granddaughter that was very insistent. She wanted to drink my lemon shake up at the carnival. So, yeah. And then as Karen said, it's humid today.
Yeah, it's really humid.
And now we're going to be going into, 3 or 4 days of rain?
Probably, yeah. Just so the grass will grow.
Yeah. Well, my sister just hit into town. And she brought her grandson with. So, yeah, poor them. They'll be cooped up at Mom's house if it's raining that, I can't go out in the backyard or go swimming or... I don't know. We'll see. We're meeting them tomorrow for dinner. Alisha was like, "Are you going over there right away?" I'm like, "No, Karen's coming over at 5. It's podcast day." No can do.
Don't mess with our Sundays.
Yeah.
Come on now.
So, yeah. So we took Peanut to the carnival. She loved it, guys. Oh my gosh. That kid. We weren't sure she was going to like it or not. So we just bought a couple tickets thinking, well, she might be afraid of stuff.
Yeah.
No. Every time we had to take her off something, she screamed. And then she'd look at us and go, "Again?" It's like, you know what? Just go get a wristband. She stayed there for 3.5 hours riding rides.
Wow.
Loved it. And I told Phil, I said, "Well, take her through the fun house." And he's like, "Isn't that scary?" And I'm like, "It's in the kids' zone. It'll be fine." So he went through it with her and comes down and it was like, zoom, right back in there. So we did that with her, and I think it was the day before, or maybe 2 days before, I had taken her to Scooby-Doo, which, that was interesting. It was a good thing we were the only ones in the theater, so Grandma didn't really make her behave. I mean, she was really good. I got there way too early, because I thought once I got to the kids' house, it was going to be a whole process of actually getting her ready to go, but I walked in the house and she's like, "Dad, shoes, car, go." So like she was like in the car. I'm like, And they're like, "She won't eat popcorn." So we packed her some Oreos and some pretzels and some fruit snacks. And I mean, the kitty had a little backpack. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm getting popcorn. She ate popcorn.
I bet she did.
At one point, it looked like she was done with it.
Yeah.
So I took it and set it to the right of me, and all of a sudden she's like, "Corn?" And I had to move it back. So she did really good. It was funny. Before the movie even started, a car goes across the screen, and she screams, "Car! Vroom!" And then they showed a preview for Spirit, so of course she yelled horses, which I planned on taking her Friday, but I was sick, so there was no way, no. So I'll figure that out for this week. The last 10 minutes, she got a little antsy. Mm-hmm. So once the ending song came on, she decided she was just going to dance down the aisles. So she did. She went dance all the way to the front of the auditorium, across, all the way back. I was videoing her. I was like, "Are you dancing?" And she's like just busting a groove. So, but there was nobody in there, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
It was really cute. She would have stayed there the rest of the afternoon just dancing. It's like, oh my gosh, too cute. So I'm a little nervous, though, to take her this next time because we don't have the theater to ourselves.
Yeah,
I've kind of let her do what she wanted, bad grandma. And now I'm going to have to be like, no, you can't do that kind of thing. Although, we do have other stuff going on still in town, so maybe it won't be busy. I don't know.
Have they taken her to, well, of course, it's probably been an exploration station, have they?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's where she probably, going to the carnival, that's like, she'll probably spend all day there.
Yeah. She goes to exploration. They take her to that Fair Oaks a lot, too. I know they have overnight getaway planned in June that they're taking the kids, so they have some membership or something there. So, yeah. So that's the Peanut update. Little man's good. It's actually nice. He's crawling and pulling himself up on stuff, so he more so entertains himself now, where I don't have to hold and bounce him. Good. Because that bouncing gets too much on my neck and shoulders, so yeah, we'll see. I have to go babysit her tomorrow, and I use that term loosely because when I show up, she'll be napping, and probably will be napping until I go home. Because little man has a doctor's appointment, so I basically just have to go sit at their house and knit. Yeah. All right, let's go through bags for the shop. I did already put these in there, so I did sell some already, which I've already pulled out and shipped because we're speedy like that. All right, starting with sock bags. I got some little patriotic Minnie and Mickeys. The inside fabric is the red polka dotted.
That's cute.
And I've got 3 of those. I did have medium zippered, but I sold out on those. I've got little patriotic dogs with silver glitter, because why wouldn't you? So since wow, words. Since there was glitter in the fabric, I did the white glittered drawstrings. It's going to be one of these episodes, guys. 2 of those. This one, I think I called Believe. It's kind of like just inspirational. Dream like a unicorn, be the best version of you, love, friendships, a little bit of everything. The inside is the same as the top with the pink. I only have 1 of those. And then also, in the Patriotic Dogs, is the new medium drawstring. In case you haven't seen, let me show you that. Nice big box bottom. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
I really like the size of the medium.
Have you been enjoying it?
Yeah, I really do.
It's a good size bag. I mean, it's very comparable to the medium zippered, for sure. I almost feel, though, like you can get more into the drawstring than you can the zipper because you don't fear zipping your yarn in it, if that makes sense. The Believe fabric, I have 2 medium zippered bags. The inside is the pink, like the handle. 2 of those. And I sold all but this one in this fabric. Because I did have sweater bags and sock bags, but it went quick. So I have 1 of the medium zippered metallic unicorns.
Sometimes it's surprising, like you don't know what's going to sell like that.
Well, I had kind of anticipated 2 of them going because they were the sweater size. And I don't do a lot of sweater size. I did have 4 more sweater size bags planned, which I would have had done in time had I not gotten sick. Yeah. So those will be in the next update. A couple different fabrics. This is the inside for that one. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, thankfully
I got all sparkles.
Thankfully I got my nails done before I got sick. So that's it for the shop. But yeah, there'll be another update soonish. I got some more new fabrics, so that's always fun. Yep. And I'm thinking probably I've been thinking a couple things. Probably the end of June, I'm going to do it'll probably just be 1 Christmas bag update, just for the people that participate in the Christmas in July, in case you want a new Christmas bag. And I'm thinking possibly we'll discuss it, because we haven't discussed it, coinciding our gift the knits with Christmas in July.
Okay.
So if we start it July and then just let it run through the end of the year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We'll give them a lot of time, but we'll discuss that and we'll get back to you guys.
Yep.
Well, I'm just thinking then they can double, triple, quadruple dip with other knit-alongs as well. So might be kind of fun. And that's usually one of our biggest knit-alongs of the year. So that would give you guys even more opportunities, and it gives us, well, the more entries, the more prizes we send out. So.
Yeah, that's fun.
You know the way I run. Alrighty, so Karen, do you have any FOs?
I have one.
I know what it is.
It seems like to be the common number lately.
That's okay.
Like one of these days I'll have more than one. But this one you guys haven't seen because I cast it on in between. This is the Butterbeer beanie. I don't know. It's on Ravelry. I don't know if it's free.
I'll find out.
I might have grabbed it when she had a bunch of free, like when everything first started. There were a lot of designers that were doing, offering free or a great discount on their patterns. So I've had it for a while. Okay, I'm going to be honest. The yarn has been caked for quite some time, actually sitting caked.
It is a free pattern right now.
Is it? Okay.
So
I can't remember if she made it free forever or
there
if
it
it
is.
was just
Free.
Yep. So I've had this sitting, like when we went to Ohio to the Simply Sock.
The anniversary.
Yarn, the anniversary thing. I know that's when I got this yarn, but I have no clue. It is fingering. I held it double. And
which we do that a lot if it's a DK hat because we have a lot of fingering weight yarn versus DK weight yarn.
So even with the speckling, I still think it turned out
still
great.
Looks beautiful.
So
now, is this one you're keeping?
I don't know.
Or gifting?
A lot of people don't like my hats. Like Megana doesn't. Like, how many hats can you give a person?
I'll see. Alisha would wear a different one every day of the week.
Well, for Megana, really, for this one, with all the holes in it, I'll probably keep this one. Because it's a lace. It is a lace and cable pattern that's in her. Up in Chicago, it probably wouldn't do a whole lot of good unless she wore it like in the spring or fall.
I don't know. You'd be surprised though, because just having something like on your head, at least with me, it gives. I can't do hats. It give me hot flashes.
But I really love this pattern. Like it became very intuitive. After a little while,
after you got done fighting with it.
Yeah, like the first section, I think.
We were both having problems.
We were having issues last Sunday.
Yes, we were. If I wasn't grumbling about the hat I was working on, she was grumbling about hers.
Son of a gun. And I really don't know. I don't think that I'm going to put a pom-pom on this one just because the hat itself has so much design in it.
It might take away from your cables and everything.
Exactly.
There's some hats that there's just not a need.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was fun.
So speaking of hats, I did a hat as well. And I feel bad because I was a bad reviewer last time and did not give you guys much information whatsoever. I had mentioned the kit that I purchased from Arkansas Yarn Co. That included this book, and then the skein of yarn was actually designed off of the front cover. I read the book. I read it in one day. It was excellent. Lori, the dyer of Arkansas Yarn Co., actually makes a couple appearances in the book. So that's really cool. And the book is actually set in Arkansas. There's going to be a series. So, because there was a lot of interesting characters in this book, where then, like, the next book will be about one of the other characters.
Cool.
Very well written, very enjoyable, easy read, fun. I didn't want to put it down. I wanted to know, what happened. So as soon as I finished it, There had also been a hat pattern that was designed to go with the book. I had to print that up and cake up the yarn, and yes, I caked up my own yarn. I don't know what's been going on in my house lately that I've had to cake my own yarn. You hear that, honey? There's no picture on it. It's called The Riley Hat, and it's by Cheryl Ham, who is Hypnotic Yarns. So, The Riley Hat. And I just went to her blog, I believe, to find it. It was free. So, just a reminder what the yarn looked like from Arkansas Yarn Co. It was called Hooked on You, the same as the book. So it was designed off of the cover. Yeah, I felt like I did a really bad job after I thought about it. And I did not have
prepared.
No, I wasn't.
That's all it was.
I don't know. I just felt really frazzled last time for some reason. So Arkansas Yarn Co. She does have her own website, and she also has an app. So if you go to the app store and just type in Arkansas Yarn Co., download her app. Makes shopping a lot easier. And sorry, I'm trying to fight a cough. It came out beautiful. So this is going. I've already made Phil 2 hats and put aside for Christmas. So this is going to be an Alisha hat.
Cool.
So I'm already getting those Christmas gifts done. And it actually came out like a normal sized hat.
Imagine that.
Which is always a plus for me.
Yeah. Especially the first time knitting up the pattern.
Yeah. I'm so iffy sometimes with patterns. I could tell, though, when it said how many repeats of the pattern do, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to be fine. Oh, and because we always have a coupon code for her, and I'll give that to you later, wanted to mention I am using a bag by Naughty Knitting Sacks. She does have some regular ones. This one is a little naughty on the inside, just because I think it's funny. But if you're not into that...
She owns a rabbit.
Yeah.
That's the whole...
But if you're not into that, she has regular ones too. And she's on Etsy. Okay, is it just me? Am I hot flashing again?
It's just you.
Okay. You've got a sweater on, and I'm like roasting.
I came prepared because, she keeps this house at a frigid
65 year round.
65 year round.
And every night I'm still like, I'm freaking hot.
I mean, it's really kind of comfortable to sit there with. Well, you always sit with a blanket on.
Yeah, but I've been ripping that blanket off. You have. Like, I have been so warm. I don't know. Brett's, yeah, he just keeps going, hot flashes. Maybe.
All right. Last week we were both like, I was sitting there like
you were
an
cold,
Eskimo.
And I was hot.
You were hot. And then it wasn't too long after that I was like, whoop.
And I'm like, are you getting warm? And she's like, yes. Yep. And I'm like, I told you. Because he always laughs at me. He walks around, with a freaking robe on, and he goes into the bedroom and puts the heater on the bed, and I'm out there going, I'm so hot, and he's got a heater on. Yeah, we couldn't be more opposite. We were actually talking about that earlier today. So, socks, and I think I barely had some toes done last time. Knit Mona, Mini Vacation, which I did not write it on there, but I do remember Laura requested that. And this is how they knit up. And I do have 2 of them. I'm just too lazy to put the second one on a sock blocker. I'm not even going to lie about it. So they're really cute. So
that's number
13? 13. I believe it's 13. You figured
your box could fit 14?
14. Might fit a couple more. We'll see. I'm going to squeeze in as many as I can. So, yeah. So those will go in the Bigfoot box, as we like to call it around here. Sorry, Wendy. But she's not a knitter, but she watches sometimes. I think she just wants to see if I talk about her or show something I'm making for her. Speaking of which, my next project is also for her.
You'd never be able to knit anything for her on podcast unless you said you were knitting it for a friend and not tell her.
She doesn't watch like every single episode, I don't think. Mm-hmm. Sometimes she watches it. Like, if it comes up Monday morning and she's in the office doing paperwork and stuff, she'll have it playing.
Mm-hmm.
So, the yarn was from Neighborhood Fiber Co. And I showed this last time. It was a kit that I gotten from Goodwill, which I can make a whole nother set because there is plenty of yarn left.
Yeah.
And it came with the pattern. I mean, I could do the hat and stuff to go with it, but...
Did we figure out if that was fingering or sport weight?
It is...
360. I bet you that's 5 to 7. That's sport.
Hold on, it says on here. It is sport.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it's right on here because it was used in that pattern. So I made just the little mitts. I don't understand these other mitts. They're not to my liking. So I will not be doing those. They look strange.
Yeah, what in the world? Like, the thing is through the...
Now, I need you to try these on. Because I have very slender hands.
Okay.
And they're
trying to say I got fat hands?
No, well... I was trying to... Your hands are closer in size to Wendy's than mine are.
No offense. I was just giving you a hard time.
They're a little loose on me. So I'm hoping that they're not... Well, they're a little loose on you.
They're a little loose on me. Even if I put them on the right way.
Yeah, try putting them on... Oh, that's better.
But still, let's...
Oh, she'll be fine with them. So this is the first pair for her box of mitts. Yes, now I'm doing a box of mitts. Because why wouldn't I? Yeah, they could have been a little smaller. I think if I did them again... See, they had you do the main part in a size... Oh boy, here we go, bifocals. US 3. And the rest in a US 2. I probably would have just done them all in the US 2, honestly. I skipped out on the 3.
Yeah, there's no... the other thing is, the make of this yarn, there's no nylon in it.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference.
But it'll be fine. Wendy will love them. So.
Because well, no, wait a minute. Yeah, 10% nylon. What am I talking about?
I don't know. Half the time we don't know what we're talking about. Just go with us.
70 merino wool, 20% cashmere, 10% nylon. I'm really impressed that you were able to use that and didn't have any problems.
I did not.
So it must have been superwash.
It's got to be.
And
it doesn't say on there that it's... What does it say on here?
Because we all know she has, like, major allergies.
Yeah, I had no problem with it, so...
Interesting. I mean, it's not fuzzy at all, so
no,
maybe
it's not.
It's not at all.
Yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't actually say superwash on it.
Yeah, there's barely any halo at all. Interesting.
Well, at any rate, I made it through, so... I'm like now.
And you were wondering if cashmere, you would have a problem with it.
Or
was that mohair?
Mohair.
Mohair.
I know I have a problem with.
Okay.
There's no way. Cashmere, it depends on, like, the base and who it's from.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
That one worked for you.
That one worked. All right, so that was 3 FOs for me. That's all I got this time. I'm having a hot flash, folks. All right. We can run through coupon codes before
Sure.
we see your whips. Alrighty. Let's start with Naughty Knitting Sacks, since I showed you one of her bags. If you use code DIRTYBRAIN15, you'll receive 15% off. Lollipop Girl Yarns on Etsy. Code KFB15 will get you 15% off her hand-dyed yarns and patterns. And that's usually always good on her advents and kits as well. Amanda Rake Cole on Ravelry. Use code KFB19 and you will receive 20% off in her Ravelry shop. There we have it.
You want to write down the time on that?
Oh, thank you. I'm too busy.
I can tell she's like not
I'm not
up to normal.
I'm better than what I was because, like, the last 2.5 days, I haven't left the couch. Yeah, I was not functioning at all. Not one bit. That's why Brett was like, yeah, you're doing a lot better today. Like, yeah, I got showered before 3 o'clock. Go me. All right, what do you got for some whips?
Let's do another new one. This is another free one. And don't know if it's free now.
I can look it up.
I'm pretty sure I got this off the Facebook site.
Moonstone's Cowl.
It's called Moonstone's Cowl by Tiffany Morse. This picture. And it's a nice little pattern that you can pretty much, I think she has it written so that you can.
It is a $2 pattern, US, $2 US. It comes in 3 sizes.
But with the way the pattern's written, you can really probably adjust, because she's even, well, if you actually follow it's very flexible. I'm following it, but I know I won't get the length out of the cowl because I'm using leftover yarn from this one. The Toe Creations.
Oh, wow, you
guys
put
have
that to
seen.
use quick.
Yeah, I did. And I've got it cast on and a couple of sections set on.
These are always hard to show you guys when we're working on cowls, just because we do keep them on a shorter
16, yeah.
Yeah, a shorter cable.
I could probably do it on a 24 or 30, but
well, you're like me. You kind of like things bunched up, too.
yeah, it makes it easier. Yeah, that's not too bad.
So it kind of looks like the size of a hat, but it is bigger.
Oh, yeah. I think I went with the medium size of the 3 sizes. And you don't lose your stitch mark on that. So I'm just pretty much going to go with what I'm working on this one right now, and I'm going to switch over to this one.
It'll be pretty.
Yep. Thought that would be fun.
Yeah. Alrighty. I have a new cast on.
And it doesn't have to be super long like they showed in this picture, so I'm with
I think this is new cast on. I don't think I showed it. Maybe I did. I don't know. You'll remember. Or you won't. I don't know. So I started the Cozy Up 8th Avenue. Did I show that? I don't think I showed it last time.
No, I think you cast it on last
Sunday.
Last Sunday.
Okay, so I'm doing this.
In fact, I know you cast it on last Sunday.
And I'm using... This has been caked up forever. And in the bag with the pattern, just sitting out there doing nothing. The main color is from Arkansas Yarn Co. I don't remember the name of it. Knight in Shining Armor. It's really pretty gray. And then I'm not going to go through all the colors. You guys will see them near the end. I'm using from Yarn Cafe Creations Strawberry Shortcake Mini. I think it's actually 2 mini sets. And I have done...
Wow, you've made some progress.
A lot.
Because she had just cast this on last Sunday.
Well, and I finally stopped knitting on it because I'm like, okay, stop. So, yeah, I was at the beginning. I did all of that. Oops. Yeah. I got a lot done.
Yeah.
So I should move this. I might want to move it on the right side, though. Yeah, this one's kind of addicting because about the time I get bored, I get to switch colors. Or I get to go to, like, my favorite section. Because, believe it or not, guys, I've been liking the lace section. Oh, and I also like the, what section? Hold on. The loose stockinette. Because I found I really enjoy dropping stitches, intentionally. I don't know why, but ever since, I think it was on Jenny's pattern. It was the first time I actually intentionally dropped stitches. And I was like, oh, I don't know about this. And I loved her pattern because of that. And I was very excited to see that was in here.
Yeah.
Because I really enjoy that. And I have actually, believe it or not, been enjoying this lace section, which is very odd for me. And it's actually turned out perfect. Like, there's no boo-boos at all in it.
There's no lorifying
I did not lorify it. Okay. Not quite done yet, though. So.
Yeah.
But basically, it's just, you can see it's just starting to repeat now.
Yeah.
Just with different colors. So, it's going to be really pretty. This one might end up going to Alisha, I'm thinking. We'll see.
She'll like that.
I think she would like that, so. And I finally got to use my bag I kept for myself, a wax canvas one, so I was excited about that. Just put that up there.
I guess this is the front. Okay. This pattern I pulled out, I've already done it. I did this quite some time ago, I think before we were even podcasting. It's called the Izel. Izel by Yoth. I picked it up at the Yoth yarn booth at Stitches, I know, several years ago, I think when we had gone together. And then I'm like finding yarn that I have already skeined up into cakes. Okay. Side note. Oh, this was hilarious. I'm working, okay? And I have, where I work, my Swift sitting behind me. So you never know. While you're working, you just might need to, cast, Swift a thing yarn, right?
Yarn emergency.
So Chuck comes in. He's like, what is that thing called? Yarn Swift? Well, whatever it was, I had a dream, and you were mad because I could not get that thing to work. Mind you, he's never used it before.
He doesn't even know what it does.
He doesn't even know what it does. You were yelling at me. Either he couldn't find it for me, or couldn't...
It'd be more believable if it was Brett couldn't get it to work.
Right. I was just like, where did that come from? But it was a nightmare.
Oh my gosh. Well, it was kind of like... I had to get the new Yarn Swift because my husband didn't like the other one.
He didn't like the other one?
Yeah. Oh, this thing is not... This isn't great. This is the only one. No, there's this other style. Well, I think that one would be better. Okay.
Okay. Color work. All right. I know that the lighter color, this one here, this pretty color here, is, I still actually had the ball band with it. Make Me Blush by Sweet Tea Yarns. Molly Klein Designs. I think I used it in something. Have no clue. It's in her Darling DK base. This one I know is Cherry Pie. I just don't remember the colorway. I remember I did fingerless mitts with them.
Jenny, if you remember, could you comment below?
Yeah. And I know this is in her 100% DK.
Can you get yourself together?
Yeah, well, whatever. It's... So... This is... I got it cast on.
Very pretty. Good contrast.
And, yeah, I really like. And I actually kind of looked up this time how to make your color dominant. So that's really making a difference with this dark color. And because I'm a continental knitter, for me, it would take me forever to learn how to knit with the yarn on both sides. I got this, it's not really super expensive, but you can get them at like Hobby Lobby or your big box stores, or I think I might have got this at Joann's or one of those big box stores. It's actually got spaces in here that you run the yarn through, and it keeps your yarn from twisting as you're doing color work. So for me, it makes it easier because then I just have it. That's where I hold my tension and have the yarn like I normally do. It's just going through this ring. Yeah, I'm strange.
But for us throwers,
that's then it doesn't work.
It's not going to work.
For me, it really does work. It helps keep everything.
I could knit that way if I had to. It's just I would be very, very slow, and it messes with my tension.
Yeah. So I just have to make sure I pick up, when I go to pick up the right color, I'm picking up the right color. So hopefully I'll have enough yarn to do the whole hat. If not, I might be fudging. I might be like switching the crown so it's the darker color. Who knows? You know?
Yeah, I mean, it could actually be pretty.
It doesn't matter. And that one actually, I think I might give to Meganna.
No. Okay.
As a gift.
Okay, my next whip, I've shown before, but I did some work on it again. It's my Gilmore Girls mystery box from Forbidden Fiber Co. And it came with the blue Savannah cowl pattern. And there was 4 colors. I'm on the last 2 colors, so I'm
cool.
I'm trucking along. Which way? This way. So where the pink Arkansas is, way down there, to the needle is what I've done, which is a lot because even though it's scrunched up, there is a lot of stitches on here.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. It's a possibility this might be done next podcast.
Yep.
So, and then I'll have to fold it, and I think they said Kitchener, or 3 needle bind up, probably Kitchener. I think it was Kitchener because there were so many stitches actually. And I found I really don't. Actually, that's a whole nother can of worms. I'll cover that when I get to that whip. So yeah, right now it looks like a skirt.
It does.
Doesn't it? Like I could just wear it as a
little
skirt.
ruffle on the bottom.
It'll be pretty though once it's done.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Next time, maybe. We'll see. Sometimes I get distracted.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I am. And I have some yarn sitting up there. I need my husband a cake.
I was wondering why that was sitting there.
Oh, no, not that one. That one needs to go back to Laura.
Oh.
No, I have 2 big skeins, and then I have a kit sitting up there.
Oh, okay.
And then I have another 3 skeins over there I want caked.
Oh, you're gonna go into the sweater or do another cardigan?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do another the cozy up now that while it's fresh in my mind of what modifications they did.
Mm-hmm.
And then Arkansas Yarn Co. yarn, the Stupid Cupid, I'm going to cast on a potluck. But it won't be scrappy. It'll just be, you know. Yeah. So, and then there's a fingerless mitt kit sitting up there for him to... He needs to get to work, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Right. Get a move on.
Got a job to do. Yeah. Come on, chop, chop.
What else you got?
Okay. Got this one. Which you guys have seen me working on before, the Katie Shawl by Cozy Up. And here are my 2 colors.
Which are gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Which I just got 2 colors that are absolutely stunning, and I need to pick out a 2-colored shawl.
And this is by the Yarns Hedgehog. The gray is called Cinder, and the turquoise, really vibrant blue is called Wish. And the last time I showed it, I was down where the marker is, the little cat marker. And I'm in, I just started the 3rd section. And I think there's 5. So yeah.
It's coming right along.
Yeah. This was one that's very kind of addictive too.
Yes.
And actually, this would be the actual right side. So it looks a lot better on this side.
Yeah, I remember when I did it. It was a fun one.
Yep. Yeah, I looked ahead. I probably shouldn't have. I'm not looking forward to the bind off.
Why?
I-cord.
Oh, so I don't mind that.
I've never done that before.
Oh, you'll enjoy it. No, it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Because if I can sit here and say I really enjoyed that pattern, I know it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
So, no, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
In fact, I remember briefly talking about it when I did it. And I remember people were saying that, oh, it takes me so much longer to do an I-cord bind off, and I thought it was fairly quick. So I was kind of opposite of some people. Oh, I'm different though, so you'll have to let us know. You'll have to let us know how you enjoy it or don't enjoy it. All right.
We'll see.
So on Laura's sweater, I forgot to put a progress keeper on it, so I have no idea where it was at when I showed it last time. And I have no idea how much work I did on it or didn't do it on it, so I'm just going to show it to you anyways, and maybe I'll remember this time to put a progress keeper on it. I act like I've never done this before, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's growing, though.
Oh, yeah.
I think I have, what did I measure at? 10 more inches. And then ribbing.
Oh.
Because you go from here to 16 and a quarter or 16 and 3/4. And then you're ribbing. So, like 10-ish inches more to go.
Yeah.
So not too much, really. So, yeah. And she said she loves it.
Yeah, those colors are very pretty.
She sees it every time I show it on here. They are gorgeous. And I'm sure with the leftovers, I'm going to make Peanut a little scrappy one. So, it is making it much easier having the rockets that she sent, too.
Yeah.
So, I will get back to... I didn't knit on it a whole lot this last time. I'll get back to it, though. Because I should have honestly had it knocked out already. I threw my yarn down there.
Yep.
What else you got?
Okay. I don't think I showed this last time. I don't remember.
Sorry if that was loud, guys. Oh boy, that's not a good idea.
Again, this is the main colorway I'm using is Cherry Pie. Her skeleton.
Words.
Yeah, words. It was from her Halloween advent last year. And then I have several advents that I'm holding double to make it a DK.
Which is always a great use for advents.
Oh, yeah. And I actually like the way that it's still, even though it's DK, it's not like I don't know how to explain it. It's not like a heavy. I think I'll be able to wear this more than...
It's like a light DK.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is the V-back tee, which you guys have seen. Well, and we'll probably see for quite some time. It takes me a while to make sweaters.
That's okay, though.
K4 pattern. And...
I feel like you've been trucking along on this one.
Yeah. I think I did another inch.
I am a little disappointed in you, though. Do you know about what?
Because I have yarn for my yarn. You know, I couldn't find them.
What the heck?
We
need to get your needles all organized and that be organized as well.
I looked for them and I couldn't find them.
I was thinking I need to order a couple more because I have them on Laura's, and then I have, I think, on my other sweater I haven't touched in like years.
Yeah, the only ones I could find were like the really long ones that you had given me the very first ones.
I gave you the 16-inch ones too, though.
Well, those are the ones I couldn't find.
Heck? They're probably somewhere still in the packaging.
Yes, they are.
Probably in one of your bags.
Mm-hmm. Probably. Mm-hmm. So that's coming along. I have to fudge it though because I know I screwed up something. I gotta count. I'm off somewhere, and I'm like, I'll just fix it the next round.
I've heard that a lot out of her mouth lately.
Which is pretty uncommon for me. I'll go back, but there's a lot of stitches on here.
You're starting to be more like me now.
It's a sweater.
Oh, I'll just. It'll
Who's
be
gonna
fine.
know? I'll fix it underneath the arm. Who's gonna know?
Okay, so this has not been out in I don't know how long. I took it out today because I'm like, I should probably try that on before I like go crazy on the strap and it doesn't stay up.
Oh, yay!
So
You're not gonna pull the needle out this time, are you?
no. Ripple bralette. And no worries, I will not be showing off the belly. It will be worn underneath the t-shirt. But seeing as I wasn't wearing a bra earlier today, I'm like, well, this is a good time to try it on. So, this is my progress on it. It has one strap. Toot toot. So all I gotta do is the other strap, which I can't grab the needle for nothing, Karen. Right there. And then it's done. So I tried it on. The strap probably could have been a tad shorter, but we'll see how it works. And these don't take much yarn because I still have a whole. So like I could literally make a second one.
Yeah.
Which I might if I find that I wear it a lot because I tend not to wear bras. My husband was laughing at me because after my shower I'm like, look, I put a bra on because we're going out. He's like, yeah, when was the last time you wore one? I'm like, Thursday morning. It's Sunday.
Yeah.
So
Don't judge.
Don't judge. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. And it fit good through here and everything. So I picked the right size, which I, after being sized for bras, was like, uh-oh, I might not pick the right size. But it was good. So
That's great.
So this should...
Sorry, that was my foot that shook the camera.
So this, I would think, should be done for next podcast, but I won't swear to it because, well, I get distracted.
Yeah.
But I at least finished a strap.
There you go.
You have anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, I have one more. Oop, I might want to put the pattern back in
I
there.
thought I had worked on my socks, but I had not. So.
Well, seeing as how I finished a pair of socks, I had to put on a pair of socks right away. Because I always have to have a pair of socks on. What'd I do this time? Okay. So this time I did the Die For You, Happy Easter. Oh, my nose.
Oh, this is the one that you showed last.
Yep. It was on the top of the stash cube, so it just got grabbed. I haven't made it, terribly far, but I got toesies.
You're actually farther than nose than I am in mine still.
So that's pretty good. I got toesies. This is, definitely a thicker yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was knitting with it. I'm like, huh. And the grams was interesting because she had said it was 110 grams. Yeah, no, it was a lot more than that when I weighed it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so it was, her portions were good. I'm like, oh, hey, okay. So, yeah, but they're coming out pretty. So there's that. That's all I have going on the needles.
That's neat how that yarn is dark at the rim and then lighter in the middle.
Yeah. It's really pretty. So there's that. Do you have any acquisitions?
Not really.
Okay, well.
You'll make up for it.
I got tons.
Apparently.
All right, so let's start with Goodwill. Which we actually, well, this one I got when we were Goodwilling on our own. And I needed a hole in the head, but some white cotton. It's the Lions brand. It was only 99 cents, so. And it's actually one of the good size skeins. So I figured, why not? Yeah, it's a full 100 grams, so. Then we met one of my friends up north, and she went thrifting with us, and my husband found something, which he's been finding the stuff lately at Savers.
I have my request in for my, tray and stuff.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Knitting is my superpower. So he found this for me.
Yeah, awesome. That's a really nice mug.
Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, yes, taking it. Thank you. So, yeah, I really like the mug. I mean, somebody did it with their Cricut.
Yeah.
But I like the mug, too. So, I'm like, win-win. So, we got that. Okay, I don't know what piles are what. I started out with birthday piles and purchase piles, and it went crazy. So I'm just going to grab from the pile. And
you're still doing birthday.
We're still doing birthday, yes. And we'll figure it out from there. Okay, this is a purchase pile. This one's out of the purchase. I ordered from Kevin, and I should say Ray because I believe he helps package, from Needles at the Ready. Kevin started dyeing yarn, and they sent a couple Needles at the Ready stickers. Would you like one? Sure. So we each have one. There's some tea. I think there's another tea. It's in there somewhere. Oh, I got another sticker. Oh, I got stickers coming. Guys, I got tons of stickers. There was a tea. Oh, another tea, Earl Grey. Now, I am going to say something here. I, of course, put a note on there so that, I don't know why, because here's the thing. I know sometimes when I package, I might not necessarily be paying attention to the names, and it might not dawn on me right away who it is. So, I usually put a little note. Oh, I couldn't, like this one I couldn't resist Laura Knit for Brains. So they know, hey, it's me. Yeah. So from Kevin, I got back. Hi, Laura. OMG. Thank you so much. Ray puts down here. Hi, friend. Love Ray. Ray, you should have wrote 9-inch circulars. That's how you should be signing your stuff. That would have made Karen's day. Just for further knowledge. So I looked at one of these before and missed it. I got the 2 skeins I wanted, and then I went to check out, and I got cart jacked. So I went back in again. I grabbed the skein that I wanted in a different base and checked out extremely fast. So the one was not on the base that I originally wanted, but that's fine. I still got the colorway, so I don't even care. It is what it is. Hope the person that cart jacked me is very happy. I'm not sour at all, am I? Well, I'm a pretty quick orderer.
Oh yeah, she's got alerts on her phones, and she could be like mid-sentence, just a second.
I was at work doing this. I'm in the middle of the Aquatic Explorer. Somebody can't. She
messaged me.
I did it. I'm ordering.
I might be bored. I ordered yarn,
and I just happened to catch it. I had just happened to go on to Instagram, and he had done a post about, at Eastern Standard, and I'm, they're like asking Siri, what time is it in Connecticut? Freaking do the math, guys. Make it easy for me. Tell me what time it's my time. So then Siri, and I'm like, what? Well, then there was Etsy glitches. I had to end up freaking restarting my phone. And then, you go into Etsy, and it would say he had, however, let's say, 80, not that it was 80 items in there. But you couldn't see any of them. I'm like, come on now, Etsy, get your stuff together.
Yeah.
So I tried going through the link on Instagram, and then I tried going through Etsy. I finally got there. I don't know how. I ended up being so lucky to get 2 skeins. Kevin, I had to work for this yarn. That's what I'm telling you. And while I was at work, no less. You need fish, you're going to have to wait. I'm ordering yarn. So let me go ahead and show his label for you. Needles at the Ready, as I said. They also have a podcast. If you have not checked it out, you definitely should. This one is Dirty Ballerina, which you know why I had to get that, because my daughter was always in dance and ballet. And something you'll understand when you see this one. It's called Storm Chaser. Which, I'm drawing a blank now. I was going through patterns the other day and books. I found a cowl that I liked, and I think I was going to use one of these. So I'm going to have to look at that again. I left it sitting out, the book, so I was smart in that respect. So I might have a plan for one or both of these, actually. So, yeah. But I was very excited to get these. Always like to support new dyers. And they were really pretty, too. So, so there's that. Okay, the next thing in line is a birthday present. I haven't even made it to the rack yet. And this came, sorry about the crinkles, from Amy of Happy Little Yarn. First, she knit me a cowl. And this
her favorite color.
blue. And this is Amy's Helga pattern. It's really pretty. And then I got a new shirt. Everybody knows I love my t-shirts. So. It says knitting because murder is wrong. True story. And that cat looks evil.
It does.
I mean, he looks evil. He's like, try me. Which, I did have a couple comments about my shirt from the last podcast, my spirit animal, the rabbit one. My boss got that somewhere online, but I did look into it because I had several people ask me. You can find it on Etsy. People are selling it on there as well. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to hold it together.
She's doing pretty good.
Yeah, you heard.
We've only had to stop once.
Yeah, well, you heard what I was like before we started. I'm afraid I'm going to end up losing my voice then, though. And then she got me a Care Bears wallet because she knows I love the Care Bears. So how cute is that? Thank you, Amy. Then we'll go to the next set of birthday gifts.
She's got a lot of pretty stuff down here. That's all I'm saying.
The shirt, free hugs. Just kidding. Don't touch me. Is first off perfect.
Yes, it is. It was like when she told me you gave it to her.
Jenny of Cherry Pie Cottage.
I'm like, do I recall we really went into details about this? Like, she has a limit on how many hugs she does a year.
I'm not a toucher, guys. I'm not.
She's not.
Well, and it's funny because some people have watched the podcast and they know I'm not a toucher. And you see them kind of start to go and then they think, and then they're just kind of like mid-ear air, like, do I or don't I?
Yeah.
So that's kind of comical sometimes. And then there's the people like Lori that just don't care. You're gonna hug me.
Yeah.
I'll suffer through a certain amount. I'm just. Don't get me wrong. I'm friendly, but I'm not a toucher. I
think some of that too is that you have so many allergies. You're afraid the person that's going to hug you, if they're engulfed in perfume,
if you're wearing perfume, you could.
That's
kill
a major
me.
No.
If you have a strong fabric softener sheet, you could kill me.
Yeah.
Especially as I'm getting older, my sensitivities are getting worse. So, you bring a baby around in the same room with me, I can tell you if it has a wet diaper. My sniffer don't play around. So anyhow, she had this shirt made for me and sent to me, which is hysterical. I absolutely love it. I guarantee you this is going to get a lot of wear.
Yep.
I was like, man, I wore that today. I should wear that tomorrow when I go with my family for dinner. Because I'm meeting up with Mom and Linda. Not that they're not huggers neither. Every once or twice a year, my mom kind of gets in that mood. You know, we weren't brought up in a huggy, which is funny because I always was with Alisha when she was younger.
Neither were we, really.
And I am with the minute I see Peanut. I'm like, where's Grandma's hug and kiss? Yeah. So, Jenny also sent me the most gorgeous yarn ever. And I need to find a 2-skein project.
I'm surprised you haven't already found it and had it already cast on.
I need to find a 2-skein shawl to use this in. Rainstorm and Laura's Blue Unicorn. Guys, how gorgeous are these?
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous. Oh, let me show her tag. She's on Etsy, guys. Beautiful yarn. So yeah, I need to do something with these. Like every time I walked into the computer, into the craft room, I was like, oh my God. That is gorgeous.
Yep.
Okay, so that was quite exciting. Oh, and then I ordered something from Jenny as well, but I don't get to keep it. I'm gifting it to a friend, but I'm going to share it with you guys just so you can see the beautiful yarn that Jenny makes.
Yep.
Sorry, it's going to crinkle. It's better than my coughing, though.
Yep.
So this is going to be gifted. Again, Cherry Pie Cottage. And this is her yarn garden.
That's a new colorway that she came up with.
This is actually based off of the chalkboard that was behind Lori of Arkansas Yarn Co. when we recorded the podcast together.
Mm-hmm.
She had a yarn garden chalkboard.
Mm-hmm.
And Jenny has seen it, and it inspired her. So this is going to be, Lori, if you're watching, this is going to be part of your friendiversary. Sometimes she skips episodes too, so she may or may not know. So I had to get it for her.
Yeah, when you said that, I guess that's who it was going to.
I mean, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
I like it.
And it is as neon as it.
Well, and it's just perfect
screen.
because that yarn garden chalkboard was drawn. It was done while I was there visiting too. So it's just ties in so perfectly for like our friendiversary.
Mm-hmm.
So. Oh, and anybody that's going to complain to me, because I had one complaint about why don't I have a friendiversary with you? If you can figure it out, then we'll have one. That's what I told this person, and she did. She sat there and figured it out. I'm like, I'm not good with dates, okay? I'm lucky if I remember my whole family's birthdays, you know? I could not remember for years.
We'd have to go back to because we both showed up at Stitch Night for the first time on the same night.
And that was years ago.
Yeah, years ago.
I can't even remember.
It just so happened that we...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even remember my wedding anniversary. I forgot it every freaking year. So when I went and got my rose tattoo, I don't know how I can show this to you guys. Well, you can kind of see some red lettering right there. It's a date. It's my wedding anniversary. That way I never forget it. So sometimes they'll say something about how many years. I'm like, It started as a joke because I went to get that tattoo and I'm like, hey, is there any way you can work my wedding anniversary in there? And Tim was like, huh? And I'm like, I never remember it. And he always gives me a hard time. So
that's unusual for the woman to be the one.
I'm like, maybe if it was on my arm, I would remember. So that's how that happened. Okay. Then, where to go? What else have I got down here? Oh, okay. I'll share this. This is also a gift. But just watch. So I've been purchasing the Taylor Swift Yarn Club every month for Alisha. Because she loves Taylor Swift. Oh, she's going to be thrilled. There's a little sticker in here. Yippee. So she got, was it the first 2 months for her birthday, and now I'm buying all the months. And I switched to DK because she thinks at the end of the year, then she'll have, so many skeins and she'll be able to do a nice sizable DK project. She'll work them together somehow. So this is the May Taylor Swift, and the song is Mr. Perfectly Fine. I have no idea, guys. I don't do Taylor Swift. I just buy the yarn. But side note, Alisha just put a video up on Instagram stories. It was Taylor Swift night last night at their house. Because Peanut's been listening to it since she was 6 months old. And the minute Taylor Swift comes on, that girl starts moving. And she knows some of the footwork from the concerts. It's funny. Okay, so there's that. Okay, I can...
She's still got quite a bit down there, so just sit back, folks.
Yeah, we're getting there. So I can finally show you because I'm pretty sure everybody has it, the June sock set collaboration that I did with Laura of Lollipop Girl Yarns. So this is the sock bag I made. The flamingos and bright pink thing. And this is the yarn. And what'd she call it? Oh, she didn't put a name on mine. Laura, put the name below because she didn't put it on my thing. And I don't remember the name of it. But guys, look how pretty that is. It is perfect. Mm-hmm. So this was June's. And it is gorgeous. So I believe right now she has September's listed in her shop. So if you want to get in, I've now showed, 2 of them? Yeah, 2 different months. So if you want to get in on September's, it is in her shop. Let me show you her name again, and that is on Etsy. Because she's doing a great job. I pick out the fabric. I send her a picture of the fabric. She dyes the yarn. So, pretty. All right. The rest is actually from Laura. Okay, so this was actually funny. It says, for you only. And then there was another note inside of it that says, these are for you, not for Bigfoot Wendy. I repeat, for you. She wants me to use this for me. So this one is Freckled Whimsy. Happy birthday. That was really pretty. And then she had sent me a Gilmore Girls one, but I am actually going to send it back to her because I already got it. That way she has it. Okay, then she sent me... Nope. That's not from her. That's a whole nother can of worms. All right.
Nothing like having a yarn problem.
Then she sent me a Grumpy Bear, guys. And I cannot wait to open him up because, yes, I do open him up and throw away the boxes. I don't care. And this one...
Are we playing now or what?
He lights up and talks. I already have it figured out where I'm putting him on my shelf. So
yeah, she's got all her stuff displayed.
Quite excited. And then she sent me, these were little surprise things that you bought and you didn't know what was going to be in there. Mm-hmm. You knew it was going to be a Care Bear, but you didn't know who. So I got a Grumpy Bear. So these will all go and get worked into the display as well. The Purple Bear.
Is that Rain Cloud?
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is Grumpy Bear. Guessing this one might be Sunshine. It's yellow. Oops. Nope, it's actually green. Lucky.
Yep.
So those were those. And they each have a coin that coincides with them. My big stuffed Grumpy Bear came with a coin too. Okay, so there's that. And then... she sent me some yarn.
Wow.
She sent me some yarn. Okay. Well, she's not a big brown person. And she knew this would be really cute for a little man. Something for a little man. So this is Southern Skein Sock Club. It was the April 2021. Oh gosh. Main skein.
Yeah. Main skein.
Okay, we don't know how to say it. We're not even going to try. It's green, guys. It's green and brown. You can't get it anyways.
Coleus.
Yeah, something like that.
That's my guess.
And then these are from Golden Pearls. And it is Dateless Daughter. And then she thought this would be perfect for little man as well.
Yeah, that will.
And this is Destination Yarns. It's their DK weight, Nantucket. So it looks like little man's going to be getting some stuff, huh? I'm not even going to try to put this all back in the bag. I'm just, just fling it. I'm like, just fling it. Okay, then we received a package from a friend. And I love this. And I'm sure you're going to probably want the second half. Nomadic Yarns. Okay, I know the first one's Bellatrix
Lestrange.
Okay, see, I couldn't read that writing.
Yeah.
And guys,
and that's
it
very
is
much
pretty.
Yeah. Yep.
So that'll be a Karen. And then there was a pair of DPNs. There was a few different things in there. This is from Yarn Baby. This is called Turquoise. And then there was a couple minis in there too. And she had sent some goodies for Karen as well, which I did pass on to him.
Which I have them at home. They are color. They are yarn bases that she can't touch. So I might end up, when I go to use them, like possibly just take pictures and put them on Instagram.
Oh, I mean, it's fine. Just
I'll bring them next time.
Yeah, just bring them. I mean, it's fine.
Just no touch.
Yeah, just tell me right away when you're taking it out. If you're working on a project, say, hey, this is something you can't touch. Don't limit yourself and not be able to show them stuff because of my allergies.
Yeah.
And mostly yarns, it's a touching thing. Like, I can be in the same room with it. That's not an issue. Unless they're doused in lavender or something.
Yeah.
It's more of a, I can't touch things. Like MC Hammer. Can't touch this. Okay.
Hammer time.
I might have too many meds in my system.
Is that everything?
I've lost my notebook at this point. Guys, this is my corner is.
It's a hot mess.
It is a hot mess. It started out organized. It's not organized. It's a mess. Yeah, I think that's everything. Okay, guys. Let's talk about Lucifer. Okay, I need my Lucifer people. Okay, first off, I have a few. I have a constructive comment for Netflix. See, me and Netflix, we don't get along sometimes.
You have a love-hate relationship?
We do. We do. Okay? So, when you keep advertising and Tom Ellis's page, Lucifer 5B, one would think when it's released. Now, I stayed off of Facebook because I knew it was released at midnight. Okay, my butt wasn't staying up to midnight to start watching it.
Yeah.
Because I was sick and I needed to work the next day. Otherwise, I probably would have. I ain't going to lie about it. So I stayed off Facebook so the spoilers didn't get me right away. But I made a mistake. So I go, sit down, go to Netflix. Go to Lucifer. There's no 5B. The heck? So finally it dawned, well, let me go look at season 5. You had to scroll all the way through the episodes you already saw, and then there was some that were marked new. Why didn't you just do a whole nother Lucifer 5B? You make a girl work for it.
Amazon does that.
That's just
Like, that's how I'm pretty sure when Vikings was put out, originally it was like either 601 and 602, you know, like just to delineate the first half of the season and the second half.
Yeah, it should have been separated. I shouldn't have to go through all.
Well, the other thing is you should have been able to continue watching, and it should have went to the next. No?
Nope.
Oh.
So, at any rate, I did find it. I did watch it. Oh my goodness. It was good. Everybody at work kept asking me on my first day, so how's Lucifer? I said, okay, well, the first 2 episodes, he was shirtless twice. He was butt naked in the bed once. And then came the musical. Okay. I don't like musicals. I'm going to put it right out there. Don't like it. Typically, if I see an episode that says musical on it, I'm going to skip ahead. I wasn't even reading descriptions on Lucifer because I'm usually just into it.
You want to
bring them on! Okay. So, it was a killer musical. It was good. Okay, now, also keep in mind that Tom Ellis does all of his singing. That makes a difference to me. Mm-hmm. If they're doing their own singing.
Instead of dubbing it, yeah.
Yeah. I can't complain. There was a couple songs that I was kind of like, but they had like upbeat music too. Mm-hmm. That makes a difference. Mm-hmm. I don't want any of that la-di-da-da-da music.
Tell us what you don't like.
I know, right? I'm not fussy at all. So, my husband kept coming home. Are you done with Lucifer yet? No. What's taking you so long? I'm like, dude, I had to work. I had to do this. I did bags. Comes home the next night. Are you done with Lucifer yet? No. And now I'm getting sick. So then I send him a text later. I'm like, I can't breathe. I can't quit coughing. I can't this. He goes, it's Lucifer. I'm like, shut up. Okay, now, as a fan. So, there will be a season 6. I'm happy about this. But I can honestly say, because 5B was supposed to be the ending, that's it, no more.
So is this one of those fans?
Yes. There was a big petition.
There was an uproar.
Yes, there was a petition that went around. And as a fan, though, I like that there's going to be another season. I will say that. Well, we'll see. If it would have ended at 5B, I would have been satisfied. Like, it was a good ending. Mm-hmm. I am curious to see certain things, don't get me wrong. But they could have, if they would have ended it at that point, they did a good job. So, but there is one more season, and yeah, they're not releasing
one more
yet.
Season, another musical.
It's only going to be 10 episodes. So, I finished that, and then I try to catch up on some of my DVRs, like, you know, my Chicago's, and a lot of stuff was reruns, because finales are already done. Don't even talk to me about my soap opera, because, like, I'm 28 behind on that. So I've been watching Pretty Little Liars. Just when you think you've got it figured out, there's another twist. You ain't got it figured out. And now, okay, I'm in season 5. Mm-hmm. I had to, or maybe it's the end of season 4. I had to look up to see how many seasons there was again and refresh myself, because I'm like, how are they going to drag this out? Where is this going? Yeah. Can this go on that many more seasons? Apparently it can. Because there's 7 seasons. I'm only at the end of 4. And I'm already scratching my head going, Well, I don't...
TV critic here.
I think I can talk about this because this is an old show. So, we had this discussion about so it's a bunch of teenagers, but these teenagers are not your typical teenagers. I'm going to tell you what. These teenagers on the show are more mature than some 30-year-olds I know. Okay? These are some grown-up teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to Karen about this one of the teenagers that was in a relationship with their, well, he was her teacher, but then wasn't her teacher. Now all of a sudden, the teacher's one of the people that's after them. I'm like, well, I didn't see that coming. I remember me saying, oh, they're so cute together, even though it's so wrong.
Yeah.
They're so cute. So wrong. So cute together. Now he's involved in the whole thing of getting them. That was the newest twist, and I sat there. That was today, and I'm like, what? And my husband's like, do you want to... Hold on. I have to process right now.
Well, at least it's not the text that I would get. You won't believe what kind of creature they created this time.
Oh, that's still going very weird.
I got a kick out of those.
Yeah, I've kind of given up. That's on... Oh, come on, help me out.
Was it original? Well,
no, not original. Legends.
Legends. Okay.
And I am still watching that, but I'm kind of. I don't think they can shock me anymore. I'm just like, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's kind of cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
It's. I mean, well, and it's kind of like because I watched the new Charmed as well. I always watched the original Charmed. I started watching the new Charmed, and it's kind of the same way. Some of the stuff you're just like, really. You just, it's entertainment.
Yeah,
It is what it is. So that's where I'm at on my TV watching, in case you're wondering.
So I think I told everybody, or maybe it was last Sunday, I told you that I got Chuck hooked onto now he's like wanting to watch my shows.
Yeah, you mentioned it on the last podcast.
Yeah. So I was watching NCIS, and I was at the end of the, 24 shows in whatever season. Of course, they're going to have continue at the very end. And this is the one where I think Ziva basically is off the deep end. So, and I'm watching, I'm watching the part one that I know is going to be continued. And Chuck comes in, and then, he's just standing there. He's not even sitting down. He's standing there watching it. So then he finally sits down, watches it, and of course it's on a cliffhanger at the end. And right as he had come in, he's like, after this show, I'm it's time for me to go to bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do exactly what he says. I do not watch the next show. And the next morning, he said, I couldn't sleep. I said, what do you mean couldn't sleep? Did you, sleep too much during the day? From his naps? Because he's recovering from multiple hospital stays. Was it, too much caffeine? What's the deal? Anxiety, anything. What it
was anxiety over the TV show.
Yeah, I caused him to not be able to sleep because he was like, I needed to watch that second show. Why did you do that?
He needed to know how it all turned out.
I'm like, you're the one that said, after this one, we're done. I'm going to go to sleep. I said, okay. And I followed exactly what you said.
Well, you're better than me because you don't tell me that I'm done. I mean, I might want to sit there and watch 6 more.
Oh, it was hilarious, though. We still haven't watched that next one yet.
Oh, it's got to be killing him. He's probably forgotten about it by now.
Yep. Yeah, so that was my
I thought you were going to say you got up in the morning and found him watching it. That's where I thought this was heading.
Well, he'd have to figure out how to
operate the
TV to get to, because we run it through the PlayStation. So he'd have to figure that out. If it was just a matter of it being DVR'd or recorded, he could have done that. But it wasn't recorded. It was
Sorry,
streaming.
The TV for you.
Yep. I was like, oh darn.
Next time you'll keep your mouth shut.
Yep.
Wait and see how it ends before you say, okay, this is it for the night.
I thought that was hilarious. He's like really into these shows now.
That's funny.
Yep.
Man. No, my husband makes fun of him as he walks through the house. Well, whatever. You go watch your stuff. I'll watch my stuff. I'm good.
Well, he was always horrible at, we'd be watching a movie, and usually it was with the kids, and it would be like, a Marvel show or whatever. and he would come in at the last 20 minutes of the an action movie. What's going on?
Oh no!
Like right at the point when, and I'll be like, get out of here! We would both be yelling at him because it's like, oh, well, didn't mean to interrupt it.
The only time I ever explained anything to Brett was when I knew he really didn't want to hear it. I was watching Days of Our Lives and he said something about somebody and I paused and I go, no, actually, see, Hope was with da-da-da-da-da and then went to that. But oh my goodness, Brady came back and then it just because I knew it would irritate him to have to listen to it all, I wouldn't sit there and explain something to somebody, no.
We didn't either. We never explained
I'd be like, you gotta go.
But it was funny when it happened to him, though, when we were watching a show, and right as it was getting to the end of the crescendo of the show, and the PlayStation started to buffer. And he was just like, really? I said, well, that gets you. That's what you get.
Oh.
So for me, other than that, that was my most entertaining of watching shows this week. I had to watch, because Legion and Divergent was on today, so I had to watch that. And Chuck was like, how can you watch this? We've watched this show umpteen thousand times. I'm like, we have watched Harry Potter and your Lord of the Rings more times than we've ever watched this show. And he sat there and watched it, but I didn't really want to tell him the reason why I watch it. Because the guy that plays for the main character is not hard on the eyes.
It's one of those. The first episode he had his shirt off. The second episode he
had exactly.
Oh my goodness. So I listened to, and I've been listening every week. I'm still listening to the Scott Patterson audio podcast about Gilmore Girls. We're now on, I think the last podcast was the 4th episode. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start watching each episode right with him, because there are so many things that they end up talking about that episode that I'm like, I don't remember that.
And how many times have you watched Gilmore Girls? Couple of times, or did you just go through once? Because I know you're not a huge person.
I went through once, and I've seen some of them a couple of times, just when I was over babysitting, if it was playing or whatever. I've never sat down and rewatched it. And what the podcast is doing is they're watching one episode a week, and I'm thinking, okay, the podcast usually comes out on Monday, Tuesday. It really depends, but I could even, once I see that podcast go up for the week, go, okay, I need to go watch that episode. Yeah. Thinking I might need to start doing that. Yeah. Realistically, I probably won't. But I probably should. But then I'm going to sit down and want to know what's going on with Pretty Little Liars, or how are they going to drag this out? Is this just another twist? Is the teacher really not in on it? I don't know. Mm-hmm. It just keeps twisting and twisting.
That's to keep you watching.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Alrighty then.
To be continued. That was so hilarious. He was just like, you should have seen his face. He was like, are you serious? Yeah, I can watch that.
Now, see, I would never leave a night off.
Sleep.
I would never finish a night off like that. I'd be like, okay, one more episode.
Well, normally I wouldn't.
Exactly. So that's his own fault.
Yep.
Alrighty. We're probably going to get a move on because I really need to blow my nose. Not even lie about it at this point. So do all the YouTube things. I'm going to get them out of order, but subscribe, ring the bell. He'll holler at me later. No, he doesn't holler.
He grumbles.
Yeah. All these years and you still can't get it right. Nope.
He's going to appreciate that I said he grumbles.
Yeah, whatever. Yep. So yeah, do all the YouTube stuff. Leave us comments. Hey, guys, if you have any ideas for this beautiful yarn combo, now accepting pattern ideas. Because I feel like they need to be knit sooner than later. Because they are gorgeous. is there anything else? Check out the Etsy store, Knit for Brains Designs. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.